So then guys, it's one last day at CES today and I'm really excited to see what we can find. Last minute kind of favorite items out there, what's looking like they're going to come out in 2026. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Let's get over to the convention hall. So I'm here at the WowCube stand and this is literally a WowCube. Think of a Rubik's Cube, but with different games that you can play here. This is like a multiplication game, what we've got right here. So you can just twist the cube in any way, add things up, but the cube can do loads of other things. You can actually download apps onto this as well. You shake it here to restart. There's like a cut the rope game built into this. There's loads of other abilities too. You can even use it as like a stand next to your bed at night to get the time and things like this, or the weather, or your messages. It's really, really a clever idea for whatever thing you've got. You can also like connect it up to your phone, have it Bluetooth. Here's a ladybug game just right here. What is really, really cool. I think what do you do? Just move it?
It's loading.
It's loading. Game's loading. There we go. So you twist to start. And then basically you got to make the path, as it were, for the ladybird. So this is really cool. So you can see like it moves there. We've got to twist it in place here. Keep him going. There we go. He's going to come around now. Is he going to come around? There he comes. And then obviously we can go here, but we're going to have to change it. Oh, no, he's still coming up. There he goes. And he's eaten something there. So we've got to twist up again. And then, is it game over? You get the idea. It's a really, really cool and inventive way to actually play new games and everything. So this is a really cool device coming out very, very soon. I think $3.99 to get this, but yeah, really, really love this. Definitely a clever idea. You can have hours of fun out of this. So next of all, I moved on to Minis Forum, and I'm a big fan of mini PCs, as you know on my channel here. I love like the Mac Mini, but I also love to see what other people are providing out there. This here is the new Intel Minis Forum BC, I would say. This one here, as you can see from the specs, if I get them in line, this has the Ultra X9 388H inside of it. So this is it. Power supply is all built in and everything. And obviously you've got things like the new version of USB 4 built into this. This is up to 80 gigabits now per second. What you could do with that USB 4 was absolutely incredible. It's a lovely form factor. That's my hand on it there. So this is brilliant. But then just to show you guys here, what you can actually get with this, you can equip it up to 96 gigabytes of RAM. If you can afford that at the moment, because obviously it's a lot. But this model I'm playing with now has 96 gigabytes of RAM, but they've also dedicated some of that RAM, obviously, into the GPU part of it. But just to show you guys here, it is super powerful. You know, if I'm just running 3D Mark here, Gamer's Benchmark inside of it, for an Intel chip, this is quite impressive. So let me just get this running, and then I will show you what the overall benchmarks come out when this completes. Now, sadly, the guys here don't have like the upgrade kit of 3D Mark. They just got the standard one, but you can see everything here. I'm going to run just standard, you know, time spy, what we've got right here. I'd love to run something a little bit more powerful if I could. You know, like for example, the Extreme with 4K, but obviously it's not meant to be, so we'll still have to go with the normal time spy. But let me just show you here how much performance we've actually got. Just to show you here, I'm selecting the new B370 GPU inside, and let's run this now. Let's just get the system data, and then when this completes, I will show you what the actual benchmark actually is then for this new M2 Pro from Minis Forum. And there we go, we've got the actual score here. So overall it's getting 6,421, which is not bad at all. Obviously you can't really estimate it because it's a brand new CPU and everything, but graphics score is 5,959, CPU score is 11,473. So that is definitely a big impressive performance upgrade in what we had with the last generation. But yeah, obviously compared to something like Apple throwing out there or something like that, obviously it is still a bit behind there, but at least it is a good Intel offering. Now, something else that Minis Forum have also introduced is their new graphics card. This here is a new Intel Arc Pro. This is a small, slim profile graphics one, more discrete graphics card, as you can see right here. 2 HDMI, got display out. What's really, really impressive and small, as you can see. But the one I'm really excited about is this one they're bringing out. This here is a 9060 in here, an AMD 9060 with 16 gigabytes of DDR6 RAM built into this in such a small factor GPU. I've been told it's coming out Q2 of 2026, but this is definitely a graphics card that I want to get my hands on because how small it is, and having it in a mini PC, this is going to definitely be a big seller, I am sure, out there. So yeah, cannot wait to test this out when this does actually release soon into the future. So Minisforum have also got out their new G1 Pro. It's a machine I'm definitely excited to see about. This one here does have an Intel Ryzen 9 8940HX inside, but it also has a 5060 graphics card inside of it. And in fact, it's actually a dedicated discrete card there, can you see? So that other card I just showed you about with the 9060, you'd be able to swap that out if you wanted to. But just here, we are here on, for example, Cyberpunk 2077. We've got some custom presets just set out here. This here, oh, if I go back there, we've also got, you can see we're running at 1080p windowed mode and everything on this display. But obviously, if I just run this here at the super resolution, some of the settings I've got right here, frame generations off, we've got ray tracing, reflections on, and things like this. Let's see how good this runs in frames per second. So I'm just going to quickly run the benchmarking here on this little mini machine. Obviously, it's only a 5060, so just be aware of that. So I'm not expecting the most amazing, but obviously at 1080p, this should be quite impressive. So let's have a look to see what we're going to get here. And that is very good at 1080p. So obviously up in the top corner, if you can see there, we're getting 73 frames per second, 72. This is ray tracing, remember guys. This has got ray tracing, no frame generation, running at 1080p. So this is just a great little TV device, you know, to have underneath your TV, a console replacement, I think. Like I said, 1080p, ray tracing. I reckon if we didn't have ray tracing on, we'd be pushing over 100 frames per second on this mini PC. So this is super impressive, the G1 Pro from Minisforum. So the next booth I'm at is with Momax, and they have some really cool items right here. They've actually got some cool new kind of power banks. Look at this for a cool design. It folds out the back here with this 10,000 milliamp, but you also get a cable there, so you've got a kickstand and everything like that. But you've also got mini ones as well that can just connect onto the bottom of your phone too. And even this one is a really cool one. I love this. This can charge up your watch or your AirPods, and then you could also charge up your phone at the same time. And then, as you guessed it, you've also got a separate USB-C cable there too. So this is really, really awesome. So yeah, this is definitely something a bit different here. They obviously do all the kind of things like tags and things like this, also pencils as well. But yeah, they've also got Bluetooth speakers, what you could probably hear right now because it's a bit loud with this. But yeah, they've got so many great new products. They've even got power bricks as well here, what are really, really awesome. The Cube here, the Moflax, USB-C. But this is definitely another company to keep an eye out for this year in 2026, because they do some fantastic ranges of different products. So yeah, I, for one, am super excited to see. So next, I've come along to Xreal, and I'm testing out their new glasses again. These are the One Pro. Now, this is something I love this setup. Look at this. We have here a Mac Mini, obviously a keyboard, mouse, and obviously we don't have a massive big monitor because we can just use these instead. Now, it's going to be hard for me to actually show the inside of this, if I can even do it, but you've got to trust me that you can actually see the full desktop from this. This is absolutely amazing. I've got a full desktop view here. So these are absolutely incredible. You could work with this, obviously. So say if you did have to go away and then obviously you wanted to take your Mac Mini with you, this here gives you a massive screen on this and it works super well. I'm super impressed with these. So next of all, I'm at Roborock, and I absolutely love this brand because of all their funkiness and things that they have with their robots and cleaners and things like this. They're a really, really cool brand. Let's go and check out some of their cool products that they have this year. So first of all, we have right here, this is the Rockmo X1 LiDAR. This here is a new lawn mower here, a robot one. It's got fantastic terrain, what it can do. It's also got suspension on the back. And look how easy it can climb like a hill like that. This is a robot that's been specifically designed here. We've got another one following on just behind here to go over different terrains. And also it helps with its suspension there at the back, that you don't get scuff marks in your lawn or anything like that. So this is really, really cool. This is like, to me, the perfect kind of lawnmower. It can even cut if it was going up that kind of hill there. You can see it's going around the cool little track that I have right here. And this is coming out in the US very soon. So definitely do check out the Rockmone X1 LiDAR when it does come out. So this then, guys, is the Roborock F25 Ultra. And this is amazing. This is when it gets up to 100 degrees Celsius. You can see the steam, how hot this gets here. It is really, really powerful. So what this actually has is this is the industry's first wet and dry vacuum with both steam and hot water cleaning mode built inside. So if you're a person who works in the kitchen and things like this, and then obviously you've got all your oils and things spitting out of a wok or out of a pan, this will eliminate all of that grime. Even if, say, the stains are dry on the floor, it will steam them up, it will remove them, and it's absolutely fantastic. This is coming out very, very soon. And then there's also, you've got the actual combo set as well, you can join it on with mini bits and pieces too. It's really, really great. You can see how hot here with that steam, how it is. You can see the white little marks there on the floor. It is a real powerful cleaning device. So next of all, we have right here is the Saros 20 series. Now this is really, really cool because it can climb stairs and things like this. And also the powerful suck it's got on this is really, really amazing what it has on this one. It can climb stairs. You can see here obstacles as it's trying to get up these little stairs here. So it can clean that as well. Gets up on its little legs there, as you can see. So if you do have a house with different levels and ledges, obviously it can jump on over that. It also does have mopping abilities, it also vacuum ability, it also has the ability that it's a mop can actually stick its little arm out, its little leg out as well to actually clean as well. So this is really, really good. This is the flagship. Obviously we've got all the usual bells and whistles of LiDAR sensors and everything built inside of it too. And in fact, it's also really, really thin, that it's actually less than 8 centimeters or 80 millimeters thick. So this is really, really amazing to actually see here, going around, cleaning as it goes along. And there we go. Maybe we'll actually even see it go underneath here. Look at that, that's 7.98 centimeters, and it goes straight under. And again, as per usual, it also recognizes carpet and things like this, and it can change its modes. Adaptive lift chassis 3.0, and then it will start to clean on this. So this is really, really cool to actually see. We've also got this other cool robot vac, and it's got an arm here. So if you have things on the floor, it can actually pick them up and move them out of the way here. So it can actually detect them and actually move them out of the way. This is pretty cool to actually watch here. Let's see if it does it. Let's see if it picks up the sock. It's detected there's a sock there. Let's see if it can grab that there. So it's just recognizing exactly where it needs to get into position for it. Let's see if it's going to grab it now. There we go. It's coming to get it. Little arms go out. Pinches it there. Picks it up. And then it can actually remove it out of the way. And you can even program into this robot exactly where you want to drop it off. So it's really, really cool here. So I think this is really, really amazing. It's going to throw it over here, I think, or is it going to put it into, there's a bucket down here, or a bin down here. Let's have a look. Is it going to put it in there for us? Let's have a look. There we go. And it's going to drop it. Hey, there we go. That is really, really cool. Definitely I need this in my house when you've got kids and things like this. This is something really useful to have about. And this is really, really cool what this can do now. So one of these robots also, they can climb stairs as well. So they can extend their legs out here. You'll see it. There we go. It can climb up and then get onto the next level, drop itself down, put its wheels back on the next layer there, and then start to vacuum that next layer. What's pretty impressive there. Do that whole level there, even keeps one wheel down to keep it a bit more stable. That's if that one stair isn't big enough to hold it on there. So that's really, really impressive. And then it will actually lift up that other wheel to actually bring it up higher. So there we go, bringing up the other wheel now. And then obviously, then it can start to work then on the next layer. This is the final top one again. It's going to raise its wheels. So this is also super impressive as well, what you actually get here. It's really, really cool. And there we have it then, guys. My journey with CES for 2026 is now over. I've absolutely had a bomb here. I've absolutely loved it. It's been fantastic. The only thing I'm going to say is I am super tired. My throat's worn out from talking too much. Probably saying so then, guys, too many times. The point is that I am really, really going to be glad to be going home. I've been away, if you didn't know, for 3 weeks now from home, and I'm really excited to get myself home. CES has only been a week, but I went on a family vacation before that, but I'm looking forward to getting myself home now. But if you have enjoyed watching CES as well with me, make sure you press the like button. And as per usual, you know, if you want to follow the latest technology news, reviews and comparisons too, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Until next time, guys, I will see you really soon. And like I said, hopefully that will be back at home, back in my studio. Until next time, guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.